Seems a little risky, but okay.
Tacos don't smell like that.
What kind of nipples are we talking about?
I'm uncomfortable.
Anything on your mind?
Favorite professional wrestler of all time.
Well, that would be me, of course.
Wait, you're a professional wrestler?
I know. That would be me.
Why have you never mentioned this?
I have. You just don't listen.
What are you, my wife now?
Yes. Okay. Sean, let's try that again. What were you talking about? Oh, the demon hunt on my hill in Clendenin. Go ahead. Tell us what you're looking forward to most
I am
about
looking
that.
mostly the fact that I'm not going to be involved except for editing the videos.
See, I think it would be funnier with you up there.
Who says it's a demon?
Corey.
Well,
and the pictures.
We're just assuming. You look at it and it looks like a demon.
I don't care what it is. I'm going to fuck it.
Can you top that one?
There you have it.
Wow.
I'll watch.
He Ned Flanders the shit
It's
out
not
of that one,
about
didn't he?
sexual gratification. It's about establishing dominance, and we want to show it who's boss.
Like we got to the top of the food chain for a fucking reason, and that's it.
I don't know. It killed a coyote. Can you kill a coyote?
Probably. I've never tried.
I'm kind of thinking it could be something else.
I don't think a coyote's ever tried to fuck it.
I agree.
Maybe it wouldn't have killed the coyote had it tried to.
Maybe that's why
Because
it killed
it
the
would
coyote.
have known who was boss.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it did have that coyote dangling by its neck, so I'm assuming it was boss. Maybe it fucked the coyote to death. I didn't see what killed the coyote.
The coyote
Gave it
just
hell.
did.
Yeah.
But I'm also excited for possible prolonged ghost things, such as you all going up there to hunt the demon, and then all of a sudden has like this thing that comes and starts haunting his house because you all went up there and messed with demons.
Herpes.
I think if any of us is going to take anything home from the demon, it's probably going to be Shane because he rammed it in the butthole.
Oh, you can only get AIDS once, my friend.
Don't worry, I'm not.
We
calling
have
anybody.
nothing to worry about.
He's not calling anybody and telling them. Like it's their problem. Well, that went. That's exactly how I thought the cryptid would go. Though, if we were going to do that, if we were going to go that angle, I think we would have to go on location to like the fucking lunatic asylum or Moundsville. Any
I
of that
will
shit.
not go to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum
Why will you not go there?
because I've been there.
Flashbacks.
Is it scary?
So what we're saying is we have to find a way to get him to go.
It has touched me.
I find that less terrifying than the 12 days I spent at the Mildred Mitchell Bateman Hospital in Huntington. So I'm down. I just can't get an entire week to drive for 4 hours to do some.
I'm not afraid of any of that. I don't give a shit. I got a demon on my hill. What the fuck do I care about what's at the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum?
Although I'm with you, I would not go there.
I'm not going back.
Yeah.
So it's
Hard pass. For me.
what are its preferred pronouns if it's Trans-Allegheny?
That's why we're going to send
It.
you and Corey to find out.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and just ask ghosts their preferred pronouns. I love it. That's a great idea.
What we're actually going to do
We're being
is
respectful.
you all are going to go off to do some recording thing. You're going to take Chris and you're going to tell him that you're going somewhere else and lie to him. And the next thing you know, you roll up and you're like, well, Chris, oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you we were actually going here. By the way, we're doing like a late night thing where they're leaving us alone in the building.
Well, see, I've never been to that one. I've been to the Moundsville State Prison, and I've been there for Haunted House, and I've been there twice. And I keep wanting to go back and like ghost hunt and all that shit. But the second time I was there was probably one of the worst, like most painful things ever for me, because the first time I went, they start you like they give you the option of riding a casket down the incinerator chute where they used to burn the criminals when they died.
Oh, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, well, the
It
second.
sounds fun.
Yeah, it was. Except for it was really fucking anticlimactic, and it's like You're in pitch fucking black. You're in a casket. You're rolling down a rough concrete incinerator chute. And when you get to the fucking end, some old woman in a tie-dyed shirt opens the door and is like, "Rah!" That was the fucking payoff. Like,
You're like, I knew that you were going to be here to let me out.
Well, the second time I went, they had moved the casket ride to the beginning of the goddamn thing, and everybody. I mean, you had the option of just getting out, like going around, or doing it while you're fucking there. Of course, I'm going to do it. And I'm the biggest person in my party of 4.
I was about to say, how big was this fucking casket?
That's it. Well, it's not. Like the second go around, they had these metal tracks, and they had like 4 wide going down, and they had some guy size catching them as they got to the end,
attempting to catch them.
Well, that's the fucking thing. It's like we should have sent one of the small people down first and told them, you got a big fella coming, fucking brace yourself. But no, my party was all chicken shits. It was my brother and his girlfriend and my wife. And I went down that goddamn track and smashed into the fucking wall. And this little bastard opened up the casket door or lid and was like, "Boy, they should have told me a big one was coming down." I was like, well, fucking, I'm so goddamn glad they did not relay the message. Can you fucking scrape me out of this, you son of a bitch?
I picture a little guy about size with his little feet kicking out from under it like the Wizard of Oz. Like,
Smashed up against the wall.
Was the wall okay?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. I know I wasn't okay, and I was too entirely pissed off to fucking concern myself with any of their equipment. It's like, oh, shit, that hurt. It's like it was a fucking car crash. You're laying down feet first, and it just smashed up against the wall, dead stop. Oh, goddamn, that hurt so
See,
bad.
what they really needed to do if it was going to be like a haunted house thing is that you send someone down, and then you tell them, oh, yeah, there'll be somebody to let you out at the bottom. And then...
They did. They'll tell you that.
Well, no, yeah, they do that,
They also
but
say the fucker's going to catch you.
they should send you down and then have it so that someone catches you and then has a little spot they can dip away to real quick so that it's like, oh, hey, what's going on? And then you're like, am I supposed to be out yet?
Yeah, that would have been way better than the
You get out, it's in a big creepy room, and then, you know...
That would have been better.
If their coffin catcher didn't have the equivalent talent of a WNBA franchise, then it probably would work out pretty well.
Yeah, he'd be one of the lower paid WNBA players, so, yeah. I mean, but going into an empty room would have been so much better than smashing up against the wall and having some little redneck tell me, it's like, boy, you're fat.
How much lower could you get than an NBA player, WNBA player?
WNBA Summer League. Some shit.
That's
like
the thing?
that. I don't know if it is or not.
So they play for free.
WNBA
The world-
Moscow League.
I think they actually have to pay to play.
The world's
yes.
most deadly arms dealer?
Well, no, hell,
Could be lower. He probably doesn't play basketball that well.
No, he's white and Russian.
Yeah, but he's not a woman.
He's not a woman, though. You're right. He does have a penis, therefore he does have an advantage in the sports.
So he's athletic.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm still waiting on the WNBA to allow trans women in because that shit is about to get exciting.
Can you imagine that? They start letting trans people in, and all of a sudden viewership just starts going up.
Have you ever watched Juwanna Man?
I've seen that movie. I didn't
about-
really watch the movie. I just
It's about a guy who played in the NBA.
I'm familiar with it. I just never watched it.
that's me. I'm familiar with it. I know of it. Well, it's like, that would be great. It's like, how can we make the WNBA watchable? Add men.
Just have the admin.
It's like, fundamental layups and accurate free throw shooting will only get you so far in the ratings. But
It'll get him farther than it is now.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're banking on right now. It's like, boy, I hope I shoot 9 for 9 on free throws today. That's all I got. It's like that's the best they got. Actually, if you look at their stat sheets online, they keep track of how many shots you miss, as much as they keep track of the shots you make. It's like, well, she shot.
They must be pretty busy.
That's it. It's like, oh, she went. She shot, and it's not like they say she went 0 for 8. They'll say she shot 8. She missed them all. It's like, Why couldn't you just say she went 0 for 8? Well, we're women. We have to
Lost.
complicate things.
It's true.
Yes. She's 0% shooting from the field. Good for her. Can somebody get a guy in here to shoot a layup for her? Well, I don't know. See, I don't know. I think Brittany Griner might be a fucking guy. But
I don't even think she plays anymore. I think she's like retired.
Well,
or
what's
out of the
funny-
league or
I heard
something.
she's getting into arms dealing after like a. She's
probably,
like, wait, hold on.
I guarantee you she'll make more money.
Oh yeah.
But what's funny is
She sold me a 22 out of the back of a van and just doubled her salary.
Like she had a fucking 94 S10 she was selling handguns out of. Good job.
You've done it.
But yeah, actually, Brittany Griner right now on their site is listed as a free agent. It's like she just got traded and she's already a free agent.
Free at last, free at last. Thank
Yeah.
God Almighty, free agent at last.
Yes, because the city of Phoenix couldn't take any more of her slapping the 3 people courtside in the face with her dick.
Phoenix has a team too.
She was on it.
Huh.
That's the only. I knew that Phoenix had a team because I saw her pictures of her in a jersey that said Phoenix, and I'm just assuming it was Phoenix.
I saw pictures of her in a jersey that was a jumpsuit.
Actually, they're circulating pictures of her also without the jersey, and it looks like a fucking guy's chest. It's not even like she's lacking breasts. It's like she has no definition or shape in her torso whatsoever.
She's probably got more solid pecs than I do.
Oh, I have no doubt she's in better shape than us, but that's not what we're fucking bitching about.
I'm not bitching. I'm just making observations.
That's
I'm
it.
just
We're,
saying.
we're not bitching. We're just making observations. We're not being sexist. We're just talking about how fucking stupid and worthless the WNBA is.
I thought you were going to go women there for a second.
No, Sean, Jesus.
I'm
We're-
quite fond of women, I must say.
Yeah, yeah.
Same.
Not all women are useless, just the ones who play in the WNBA. And they might not be useless. They might have some other skill that will eventually make them money later in life.
Like cooking.
Now we're just getting sexist.
That's for a different episode.
Yeah, yeah. We're saving that one for later.
Your sexism is unwelcome, Raymond.
I'm sorry.
It's not Raymond. It's
Same thing.
Well, how am I supposed to know what Raymond looks like?
Who even cares?
I know. Why did I ever bring him on this show? I haven't brought him on the show. Why did I ask him if he wanted to be a part of this show?
Well, he said he did.
He said he did, but he lies a lot.
We're holding a space for him though, so
Yeah.
you know,
I'll be there.
for your sake, we're hoping that he doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means I won't have anything to do
I
with
don't
these days.
think you need to hold your breath on that one. He's probably not going to show up. What else is going on in the news, Sean? You look at shit.
Well,
They shot the balloon
would
down.
You read.
They shot the
go
balloon
better
down.
if we weren't recording this 20 minutes after the last episode, which will be released a week later.
Well, yeah, it's 20 minutes, but hey, they already shot the balloon down. I'm saying.
I don't know what you're talking
Tell
about.
me that wasn't the only bullet in your gun, the Chinese balloon.
The only thing,
Okay, it was the only bullet.
the only one that would be suitable, the only thing to talk about that would be suitable for this podcast. The other stuff is just depressing. It's
We
like,
don't care.
On a related note, one time I had to poop out some balloons at China White. Does that count?
China White.
Yummy.
What's that? China White.
That's her one.
Oh, balloon. Okay.
What
I
kind
get
of West Virginian are you that you don't
How are- you
understand?
don't know
the
what
one who
kinds of
can't afford
there are?
heroin? You know.
Mr. Brownstone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's a different kind.
They're gonna take your spot off Hunt the Homeless if you don't even know your heroin.
If I don't
slang.
know the heroin.
How are you supposed to bait the homeless if you don't know the proper heroin terms?
Well, don't say that they're all on drugs in front of. He gets a little
Oh, sorry.
testy.
Well, they're not all on drugs, but I'm
all
sure
the
they're
ones that I've
temptable.
met are.
You know what?
I'm sure they're temptable.
Him getting.
Probably really wouldn't.
You know what? My favorite time. He
Hey,
got
you know what
testy?
though? If you decide to be homeless because your wife and your child died, you're probably turning to drugs as well.
At some point, at least.
Not that they're directly
To be
related.
fair, he
but-
probably initially had money to buy the drugs. Like if he was a successful lawyer or doctor, whatever the hell he was making money, and he had to get rid of it some way. So why not buy drugs? You're on the streets being homeless.
Enjoy yourself.
If you're just tuning in, the last episode we had talked about some sort of successful, educated business type that chose to be homeless after he lost his wife and child.
Yes. Now we're catching up.
Yeah, so you have.
But of course,
You
all
have
of
to
you
check
all
out
been
last
watching.
week's episode to make sense of this week's episode.
Which is awesome. We try and keep in theme here, and as of right now, we're still talking about those goddamn homeless people. Like last week, we were hunting them. Now we're just feeling sorry for them and asking ourselves how a successful lawyer could choose homeless or being homeless over his
Lawyer
successful
or
legal
doctor.
career.
And next week we're going to be lobbying to get them signed to the WNBA.
We are. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I bet that'd be funny. Shirts and skins, but just a bunch of crazy, dirty guys running around. I'd watch that before I'd watch WNBA.
Shirts versus alligator skins.
Yeah.
Basically, what you would get.
You take away the ability to foul people, and you just tell them, "Hey, team that wins, you all get to share a bottle of top shelf liquor."
Share? Oh, they wouldn't do that.
No, they're not into sharing.
Like, you got a ride
That's
on your
for the-
hands if you got 18 homeless guys and only one bottle of alcohol.
Well, that's for the post show, so
That's what we pull up at halftime.
Halftime is everybody gets their fingernails washed. Ugh. Yeah, I love it. All the homeless people, it's like they always look like they just got done working on a car with their hands. But I also feel the same way when I walk into a Taco Bell and they're preparing my food with hands just as fucking dirty.
And it's still good.
Well, you got to have that special seasoning on your Taco Bell. Nobody wants sanitized Taco Bell.
speaking of
feel
sanitizing
like
and
McDonald's.
Taco Bell, you ever have your brain just do weird things? I had
No,
once.
never.
Well, you don't. Your brain doesn't work, but
Describe weird things and how your brain specifically did them.
so a while ago, I'd gone to a Taco Bell, just doing Taco Bell stuff. You know, I go in there, I order my food, we're gonna eat, nothing special. But while we're doing that, I went with my mother, and she's like, here's some hand sanitizer. She put some hand sanitizer on. Well, I was like, I washed my hands already. I don't need no hand sanitizer. So I go down to take a bite of my taco, and all I get is a big whiff of the hand sanitizer, which is lavender scented. And my brain's just like, put the taco down. Tacos don't smell like that. That's going to kill you. And I was really confused because at first I didn't know it was the hand sanitizer. I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with my taco? This is ridiculous.
Did this incident by any chance take place in the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum? Because that story was just as interesting.
I thought it was interesting. You're going to think it's interesting when we send you and Corey there overnight.
I'm good with it.
I'm down for it.
Is this all expenses paid? Because, you know, that's...
I'll be honest, if you all...
That trip's a pretty big deal.
I'll be honest, if you all got, like, good recording equipment, like... Well, I mean, not like...
I'll go half when you stay there.
Yeah.
All right.
You
So
can pay for
we-
Shane,
we
I'll
got
pay for
half
Corey.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We're in?
I'll do it. I don't give a shit. I ain't scared of nothing.
Ain't scared.
Yeah. I don't
You
give
have
a
to
shit.
you have to at least act a little scared when you're there. 'Cause otherwise no
Reality
one's going to
No,
watch
hell
it.
no.
Reality can be so much more terrifying than whatever ghost story that we're going on.
Yeah, fuck that. Who cares? Yeah. Tell us another Taco Bell story. I was really getting into that. None. Okay. Anybody else
None
got
that are
any
interesting.
stories based in fast food experiences?
Trans-Allegheny Taco Bell Asylum.
The demon's like, here you go, here's taco. And you're like, fuck, I asked for no lettuce.
Where's my fire sauce?
I got your fire sauce right here, motherfucker.
It burns so good.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, oh my eyes. That's gross. You went from fucking them to now they're blowing in our face. Just
Your
terrible.
face.
Okay, fine. They fucked you, but
Like I said, we're establishing dominance here.
well, apparently it's
I
dominating
don't-
both of
The
yeah.
us.
dominant one doesn't get it in their face,
Ah!
typically.
Fuck yeah. I don't know. It just I don't know if we need to sexualize any of those. You said that the ghost that was haunting you was a little girl, right?
Yep.
I feel like that's crossing some boundaries or something. We can't.
Fun part, I'll send you a video later. But I,
think it-
watched a video where it's like, hey, that might
think it
not
makes a
be a
lot
little
of sense
girl,
that a little
so
girl
I'll
is
send
mine.
you the video.
Well, it may not be. It may be a demon.
But if it's a demon and not a little girl, then Corey, you and Shane know what to do.
I'm sorry, but if it's a demon that looks like a little girl, I'm not going to fuck it. I have
Good
standards.
man.
There is a line that I must draw,
Good man.
and fucking little demon girls is my line. It's not going to happen.
What's like right above that? Like where it's like fucking Little Demon Girls is like a no-go, but like if you take like a step up,
A
like
demon goat.
Oh yeah, I'll fuck a demon goat.
Oh, we're going back to bestiality too. That seems like
We
a
are in
great
East
scene,
Bank.
too.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of that guy.
Trust me, there's a that guy in every little town.
Well, so apparently, some years back, over, I'm pretty sure it was by the Capitol, there was a guy from East Bank who basically was doing that to a goat at the manger scene.
Oh, I remember that. That was a good story. That was funny. It was a nativity scene at a church in Charleston, and the guy was fucking. It was
That's lovely.
A live action when this guy was actually fucking a goat in the nativity scene. We got the best people in this state.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What?
Those are rim shots.
Access granted.
Corey's over here doing rim jobs.
see, this is how you know when like the podcast's nearing like the end of it because Corey just starts playing on his phone.
No, I'm on the fucking soundboard app.
He's played on his phone for the last 2 episodes. I don't know if that's really an indicator.
That's just a sign that the podcast is over. Thank you all for listening to all 2 episodes of the podcast.
No, hell no. It's still fun. I'm still having a blast.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, we're having a good time. And honestly, I'm happy with our improvement from the first time we were over here. It's like, hasn't really been much dead air. We've kept the conversation moving.
Well, they
Though
won't.
we've
They
hit
won't
a
know
few-
how much dead air is. I'm going to edit it all out.
Well, the thing is, you don't have to edit all that much. We've kind of kept it flowing this time.
Cut out
way
like
better
a
than last
half an
time.
hour. of dead
Blooper
air.
reel.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Stay tuned for the blooper reel.
Yeah, subscribe
the
to
whole
our
show.
Patreon for the unreleased footage of us.
For the first episode. The
Oh,
real
God.
first episode.
No, that's pay-per-view. That's
that one. Yeah, that one.
we're
we
gonna
kinda-
charge a lot for that one.
We got to keep that one under wraps. It's big time. That'll get us all in trouble.
Yeah, that's the first thing we need to do is get 2 episodes in, then banned from every publishing platform we could possibly want.
Well, hey, when you get
Be like
banned, you get
episode
popular 'cause
3,
we're
guys.
taboo.
Yeah, next thing you know, we're on Sean's roof with a big speaker, just playing it on a Bluetooth speaker.
Fuck yeah, we're Lloyd
Yeah.
Dobler and that
To
shit.
here.
It's like, so anyways, they control the banks.
Who does?
Bluetooth?
We got to wait till episode 3 to learn.
This isn't another
about
one of your
that.
Jews theories, is
Well,
it?
why do you got to bring the Jews into this?
Well, I don't know. Just you.
I mean, it
usually
was,
do.
but why you got to bring it
It's
up?
kind of bold of you to assume that he was talking about the Jews. He may have been talking about the
Well, I'm
Chinese.
I'm sorry. I didn't think he was fucking talking about the Mexicans controlling the banks.
Whatever, Himmler.
Himmler. You know what? That's one of my favorite things he ever said. We had a group chat going amongst us, and I posted some sort of fucking Hitler meme, and he got so pissed off. He was like, "Man, I just hate Hitler," and I'm like, "So does every fucking body else."
I don't like to look at it.
I was like, "This is not new thinking."
I mean, Sean may
Everybody
be the
hates
only one
Hitler.
that's actually a fan of him.
Like, yeah, well, yeah.
But it's like, no! What are you he just looks at me and is like, what, really? You like Hitler? I'd be like, bro, it's a meme.
It's like he had to grow his beard out because they were like, the Hitler stash is not going to work for you, buddy.
No, I gotta grow it out so that when I cut it, it's not all like, you can't go halfway, you know. You know
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
grow it out and then you shape it.
Well, I love it that fucking Hitler Youth haircut is so popular amongst Hitler or hipsters. You know, but they have
That
to throw
is
that
strange.
long beard. It really fucking
Well,
is.
they think about all the stuff that like the Hitler Youth and like hipsters have in common. It's like you got the haircut, they wear weird outfits, they love soy for some reason.
The hipsters hate Jews too.
I gave up.
Probably.
I gave up a long time ago on trying to understand what it is that people with hair do. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not been my business for 20 years. I'm not gonna worry about it now.
Same.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess I'm just gonna have to shave my head for the podcast.
you do, yeah. Yeah, you really should.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you're gonna need to save that and appreciate it for as long as you could. If I'd only had a shoebox of my old hair that I could just kind of revel in once in a while.
well, here's what you do. You just shave your fucking head and then just keep it all in Ziploc bags and stick it right here so we can all look at it.
Or you could do what I did.
Glue it onto his chin.
No, get a hairline tattoo. That's a tattoo. My wife did that. Yes, she did.
It's impressive.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Really, it's a tattoo. It's like,
I think if actual
It looks
hair
so
is
real,
not gonna
though.
come, I don't care what the line looks like.
Holy shit!
I was completely fooled.
Oh, you grew your hair out.
100%. It's fake.
That's a fucking tattoo.
It is.
I mean, hell, the fact that we're always looking down on him, I would have assumed I would have noticed that by now.
Yeah, you. Yeah. How tall are you?
6'1", 6'2", something like that.
Tickled to be 5'7".
I was gonna make that joke and say 5'8".
No, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm gonna be, I want to have high hopes. Obviously,
See, what you have to do is you just embrace it, and you just have to go full dwarf mode. Just grow your beard out really big. Just go do a bunch of powerlifting.
You know what though?
Drink a lot of
you need a little
alcohol.
battle axe to carry around.
You know what? Y'all are talking about fucking battling dwarfs and all that. When he said that about I would just like to be this tall, all I got was the picture of fucking Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon one, where she's licking the mushroom and it's like measuring her height. Like that's what I got. Well, I went the complete wrong direction. Y'all made him way too tough. I put him in a blue dress and had him talking to cats. Where did your cats go out, by the way, when you checked earlier?
No, they
Okay.
didn't. They didn't escape.
Cats outside?
Not yet. No, I gotta get a fence. Once I get a fence, I will. I don't right now. They're retarded.
Cats can jump
He broke a rule.
and climb fences.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Well, yeah, the things to keep other things out, not to keep them in. Yeah, but no, they.
What if the
they
things
did?
you're trying
Corey,
to keep out can sail over the fence?
So like if like a fighting rooster was loose in the neighborhood and your cats come out, they'd be able to have refuge from it by going inside your fence.
yes.
Okay. It all makes sense now.
You know what though? Those roosters are pretty goddamn mean. When I was a humane officer, that was the first animal that attacked me. Was a fucking rooster. At
Well,
his
yeah,
house.
they're assholes.
I'm not
Yeah.
a fan.
They're
Like,
absolute
he was.
assholes.
This is a big son of a bitch, and he was walking by me, and he was just eyeing me up. And I turned to talk to the lady that I was that made the call, and the fucker just attacked my leg. So I kicked the piss out of it. Motherfucker! And then I had to turn and act like I was actually nice and cared about animals.
You should always keep a Canadian goose on you at all times, so that way if a chicken comes
God,
at you,
yeah.
you can be like, deal with this asshole.
Yeah. You know, Canadian geese, they fit anywhere, and they're a protected species. You can't do that with them.
anywhere.
Anywhere. Have you seen their necks?
If God didn't exist, then why is the neck of a goose shaped exactly for the hand of a man to grab and to throw around?
I like that, Sean.
That's deep. We took something as simple as throttling a goose to death and made it proof that God exists.
Well, what more do you need?
I gotta.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I can strangle a goose. Somebody designed me correctly. Have you seen what was on my penis before they cut it off? Like, this guy knows what he's fucking doing. Explain the foreskin then, Sean.
Hey man, he told him to cut it off. So
Oh, yeah. That flaw in the design. It's like, hey, guys, I left a little bit too much skin there. If y'all could just get rid of that.
I'm gonna need you to fix this for me.
he's like, I can't just kill them all and start over.
I'm gonna need you to clip that in post
It's
production.
like, yeah, just pull it up. And, it's like, yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's edited in post.
Just one small clip. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I did the rest of the work. If y'all could just snip that little bit of skin off them boys, just the boys, because if you do it to the girls, it, decreases their sexual stimulation. That's when they cut the clitoris off. The
Hey,
Muslims
you know
do that.
what? If the Lord cared about them getting off, maybe He would have made it necessary for childbirth, but He didn't. So if the Lord doesn't care about you, then why should I?
I love this attitude right here. The female orgasm
As explained by Sean.
is clearly unnecessary. Okay, well, as the one single guy in here, yeah, you can. Anybody else think differently about that? Maybe one of the three married guys?
I'm kind of a fan of the female orgasm.
It's like, trust me, they become necessary. If you
It
want
makes you
repeat
feel
business-
more like a man.
I was actually just talking about repeat business. If you want to get any more after that, you better. It's necessary.
Yeah, you got to keep them coming in several different.
Yes, keep
forms
them
of
coming. That's the.
If you keep them coming, you'll keep them coming.
you'll keep them from going.
It's the Energizer Bunny.
Hell yeah.
I don't even have to. They don't have to keep coming and coming. If they get 1 or 2, I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's plenty.
As long as I get mine in.
I'm only getting 1, so
Yeah.
if she gets more than 1, then I'm an overachiever.
Yeah.
Those 2 a days are over.
Oh no, dude, I'm an old man and I can get 2 in a
Hold
day
on.
easy.
How long have you been married?
Since 2009.
I've been married going on 17 years. So I've been married since 2006. Yeah.
It'll be almost 14 years for me.
Yeah. You've been married, what, 3 years now? Or 2 years?
Which time?
Okay. I'm not talking about cumulative. I'm talking about this current one.
This current one is 3.
3, okay. And cumulative, we're talking how long? Because didn't the one when you married the
pretty good
hippopotamus last no time at all?
Which one?
The hippopotamus.
What?
Dennis, the hippopotamus. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a walrus. Remember he said he liked the tusks?
Oh no, that was just a fling. That wasn't one of my wives.
Oh, I thought you said that was one of your. I thought you
No,
said you married one.
She wasn't part of the harem.
Oh, how many times have you been married? 3?
Yeah.
For a total of how many years?
5-ish. I don't know.
That's good numbers. That's good numbers.
I like your style.
That's impressive.
Churning and burning.
Fuck yeah.
Believe him.
Get what he wants and move on, bitch.
Next episode, we have Chris's divorce lawyer on the podcast as a guest host.
I can recommend a couple.
I don't want that.
No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, let's see. I've been married 17 years and we've been together 19 years. And guess where she met me? Or I met her. Wrestling. So see, it's a love story there.
You were a wrestler?
I was mediocre at best, but still, like, you know, she was the first woman that came to wrestling and was under 400 pounds, looking for me. So I was like,
You're mine.
I'm taking her home.
I don't know why you've never mentioned this because if I
The wrestling
if
thing?
I had ever been a wrestler, I would talk about it.
I literally talk about it all the time. Actually, to be honest,
I don't listen. I've been
don't-
married 3 times.
Like I don't like. I actually don't like talking about being a wrestler because when people that are into wrestling find that out, that's all they want to fucking come up and just badger you about. And you can only take so much of that. And say, hey man, you watch it? You do this? You know this guy? Fuck, I don't fucking care. I don't know. We all know fake names. I don't know your real name, buddy. It's like,
That was
fuck.
20 years ago, asshole.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, he said he wrestled on a show with you. Good for fucking him. That makes him not unique at all.
That means I'm more memorable than he is. I'm just putting that out
That's
there.
yeah. I was like, well, I'll be like, what's his fake name? Well, I don't know. Well, then what the fuck are we talking about? It's like, God, I hate people. See, I had
Coincidentally
This is my
enough, that's
Christmas
what I
present.
say at my weddings.
holy shit.
What was her fake name?
You know what? We're both wearing the shirts we got for Christmas.
Yeah. I've been chosen, motherfuckers.
He's been chosen, and I hate people. Yeah, I just missed that. I completely fucking ADD kicked in when I saw your T-shirt.
You're just looking at my titties.
Yeah, because nothing's hotter than the claw game aliens from Toy Story.
You damn right. And my titties.
Do you have inward nipples?
That's racist.
No, it's not.
He's talking about N-words.
Inward nipples. No, inward.
Oh, I get it now.
Inward.
Well,
Inward.
if you'd have said inverted, it wouldn't have been racist, but he said inward.
That's not what I said.
You said inward.
You might as well just come out and say the word. If you're going to allude to it, if you're going to allude to your racism, you might as well just come out and say it. Be a man, own up to it.
We'll cut it. We'll cut it in post.
Yeah, we'll cut it.
We'll cut it.
Actually, we'll go ahead and I'll try and find just like a beep sound, and we'll just put it in right here, and you all can just pretend that he's saying it.
What kind of nipples are we talking about? Whose nipples?
Word nipples.
Say it now.
He's getting all choked up now about his
Censoring
racism.
his coughs. They sounded, noticeably racist. Racist coughing.
Not for me. Not for me.
The coughing did. That cough sounded a lot like hate speech.
It did.
It went, which you know what that means.
We expected this kind of shit out of Sean, but no.
Oh yeah.
You're still a probationary member of this team.
Yes.
Yes.
We try and run a clean show here.
Thankfully.
Rim job.
Oh.
Rim me up.
That's the sound when Shane's getting hold of the monster.
I don't think I can get that high.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, we got 41 minutes.
Outro this shit.
We're good. Thanks everybody for listening to episode 2 of All Over the Place. We'll see you next week.